You're watching the Rave.com. I'm Amanda Shalab here with a couple of the band members from 3 Days Grace. Please welcome Neil and Brad. They stopped by to talk with me for a couple of minutes before the show. Welcome, guys.
How are you?
Good, hey. Thanks. And so now you guys are on tour in support of your last album, Life Starts Now, which came out a couple of years ago. But, I mean, have you been touring pretty steadily since 2009, right?
Yeah, it came out in fall of 2009, so we've been going pretty hard. It's been a great whirlwind tour, just like the rest. You know, we're a live band that values the live show, and you know, we stay true to ourselves and keep it real. And you know, I think in 2011, fans are looking for that more than anything. So as long as we can keep getting up on stage and delivering it live with no bells and whistles, I think people are sensitive to what's real and what isn't, and we just continue to try to be the real band out there. And you know, it's great to be able to come back and just see the fan base still growing and, you know, keep going. Yeah,
you guys are no strangers to the Rave. This is your 5th time here, I believe. And
yeah, 5th time. It's crazy. We've been here a lot.
It's been a while, though, 3 years since your last visit, but we're glad to have you back. And I wanted to ask you, Brad, you're the bassist for the band,
yep.
And Neil's the drummer, but your brother is the lead singer for your opening act.
Yeah, Matt plays in My Darkest Days. He's a singer, so yeah, it's cool. It's really cool to be on tour with him, and like we were talking the other day, I don't think we've seen each other this much since we lived at home, so
that's funny.
Kind of crazy. But yeah, it's really cool, and they're doing great, and they're a great band, so really proud of those guys.
Did you guys ever play together as youngsters?
We're 6 years apart, so I think when we were trying to get in a band, I was trying to choke him and, you know, kick his ass all the time. So
you're older, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But no, we've never played in the same band or anything, but yeah, it's just cool to see him up there rocking.
Yeah, it's neat that you guys get to tour together. Do you guys have any plans for the next album? I know you're busy touring in support of this one.
Yeah, we do actually. We've been working pretty hard on it, you know. We've got like a little studio set up on the bus, so we're able to just lay down any ideas that we have, and you know, we kind of have a vision on what we want the next record to be. Can't really give it away, but definitely a different vibe.
Polka,
yeah.
Polka
with like some you know, I don't know what we're gonna do. It's gonna involve accordions.
I was hoping it would be polka.
No. But so we're always working on it, you know, and we're always kind of, you know, we're in tune to what's going on in the world, you know, musically and outside of music too. But I think one thing that I think I was touching on before is that, like, there's so much contrived stuff out there, and there's so many bands that run like tracks and stuff live, and they rely on that type of thing. They get in the studio, they have all these bells and whistles, and it's just like, it's kind of makes us want to puke, you know, the way how far that's gone. And I think that there's going to be a breaking point when people would rather hear things a little more rough around the edges than have this perfect, you know, picture perfect over processed thing. So we're kind of like on that path of like, let's dirty it up a little bit, and I think we did that on Life Starts Now, but we continue to do that, and we get better as musicians, so we can rely on our musicianship to make it sound larger than life and not all the studio tricks that so many bands are using right now and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah, I know that you guys are known for being less shiny and more stripped down. Even Life Starts Now was a little bit happier than the angry metal sort of way that things go for a lot of bands, and even for you guys in the past. Can you tell me why it was maybe focused a little bit more like on the positive things in life?
Yeah, I think you know, for us being in a band, we've been on tour for 5 years before we started recording Life Starts Now, and I think when we got home, we just started dealing with things we've never really had to deal with, and, you know, deaths in the family and people getting sick around us and disease and stuff, and that was something new for us. And I think you know, that's something that it was hard to get through for some of us, and I think turning positive and trying to get through that stuff really kind of reflected it on the music, you know. And I think it was hard. It was actually hard to even write that last record, you know, for some of us, and so yeah, I think that's kind of how it came out.
Maybe even a bit cathartic.
It was, yeah, very much so. Yeah, definitely. I think we always treat our music kind of like therapy, you know. I think if we sang about lollipops and puppy dogs, we'd probably be really pissed off people.
Right.
So, yeah, definitely cathartic.
Puppy dogs, but lollipops piss me off, man. I could sing about that shit all the time.
Yeah, well, and I'm sure your fans would probably agree. You guys have a huge fan base, which has got to be cool for an artist.
Yeah, and we never take that for granted, and it's like it's one of those things where we realized early on that there's no shortcut to the top, or there's no shortcut to just building a fan base, because I think a lot of bands make the mistake of watching things like American Idol and just they believe in overnight success, and we believe in longevity and coming back to these places 5 times, 6 times, 7 times, and just getting up on stage and just destroying it. We're also competitive with other bands. Like, our goal is to destroy the other bands too, when we get up on stage. So it's and I think that kind of thing creates this energy that propagates to the crowd, and we play off the crowd's energy and stuff. And I think we still believe that building a fan base that way is the one that's going to keep people around, for years.
Right. The hard work.
Yeah, hard work. What a concept, eh? Working hard for a prolonged amount of time. It's a
That would work. Well, Neil, Brad, thank you so much for stopping by today, and good luck with your show tonight. I'm sure it's going to be great.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're watching therave.com. I'm Amanda Shalb. See you next time.